The universe does not come with walls. There are no borders drawn in light, no cosmic fence separating existence from nothingness, no sign that reads, "End of space." And yet, every so often, a discovery forces us to ask a dangerous question. Does the universe have an edge? Not an edge you could fly to, not a cliff where stars suddenly stop, but a boundary, observable, measurable, finite in some profound way. When headlines declare that scientists have discovered the universe has an edge, they are not describing a wall in space. They are describing a limit in time, a horizon. The concept begins with the observable universe. Light travels at a finite speed. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe began expanding from a hot, dense state. Since then, light has been racing outward in all directions. But because space itself expands, the farthest light we can see today was emitted from regions that are now far beyond 13.8 billion light-years away. There is a maximum distance from which light has had time to reach us. That boundary is called the cosmic horizon. Beyond it, light has not yet arrived, not because nothing exists there, but because we cannot see it. This edge is not a wall of matter, it is a wall of information. The most ancient light we can observe comes from the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the early universe, released roughly 380,000 years after the Big Bang, when atoms first formed and space became transparent. That faint radiation surrounds us in all directions. It is the oldest visible surface in the cosmos. In that sense, it is an edge. We cannot see past it using electromagnetic radiation. Before that time, the universe was opaque plasma, photons scattering constantly off free electrons. There's no direct light from earlier epochs. The cosmic microwave background is therefore a boundary in visibility, but is not necessarily a boundary in space. The geometry of the universe complicates matters further. Measurements from missions like Planck have mapped tiny fluctuations in that ancient radiation with extraordinary precision. These fluctuations encode information about the universe's curvature. Is space curved like a sphere? Saddle-shaped like a hyperbolic surface? Or flat? Current measurements suggest the universe is remarkably flat within a tiny margin of error. A flat universe does not imply infinite size, but allows for it. Space could extend without bound, or it could wrap around in ways we cannot easily perceive, like the surface of a torus, finite yet unbounded. If you traveled far enough in one direction, could you eventually return to your starting point? In principle, certain geometries allow that, but the observable universe limits what we can test. Then there is expansion. The universe is not static. It is accelerating. Distant galaxies are receding from us, and the farther they are, the faster they move away. This expansion is driven by dark energy, a mysterious component that dominates the universe's energy budget. Acceleration introduces another horizon. There are galaxies so distant that their light, emitted today, will never reach us. Space between us and them expands faster than light can traverse it. They are effectively beyond causal contact. Over trillions of years, more and more galaxies will cross this horizon, disappearing from view. Future observers may see only their local group of galaxies, isolated in darkness. In that sense, the universe's edge moves. It is dynamic. It grows, but it also isolates. Some theoretical models propose something even more radical. During the earliest moments after the Big Bang, the universe underwent a brief but exponential expansion known as cosmic inflation. Tiny quantum fluctuations were stretched to cosmic scales. Inflation may have ended locally, where our observable universe formed, while continuing elsewhere. This leads to the concept of a multiverse, regions of space where inflation continues, spawning bubble universes with potentially different physical constants. If true, Our universe might be one bubble among many. Each bubble would have its own horizon, its own observable boundary, but no shared edge. Alternatively, some cosmologists explore models in which the universe is finite in volume, wrapped in higher dimensional geometry. In such models, there is no edge in the sense of falling off, but there is total extent, like the surface of Earth, finite, but without borders. If the universe were finite, its curvature might leave subtle imprints in the cosmic microwave background, patterns repeating across the sky, correlations hinting at a closed topology. So far, no definitive evidence of such repetition has been found. Still, anomalies occasionally surface, statistical oddities in large-scale cosmic structure that spark debate. Is there a preferred direction? Is the expansion perfectly uniform? Are fluctuations slightly asymmetrical? Each anomaly fuels speculation that perhaps our assumptions about infinite extension are incomplete. Yet caution is required. The observable universe is limited by light travel time. We cannot see beyond our horizon. An absence of evidence is not evidence of an edge. When scientists speak of discovering an edge, they often mean refining measurements of these horizons, pinning down distances, mapping cosmic background radiation more precisely, calculating how expansion changes over time. The edge is not a barrier. It is a boundary of observation, and that boundary is about 46 billion light-years away in every direction, the current radius of the observable universe, accounting for expansion. Beyond that distance, there may be more galaxies, more clusters, more cosmic web structures extending into space we will never see. Or perhaps space curves back on itself at scales larger than we can detect. The unsettling truth is this: we do not know. The universe may be infinite. It may be finite but unbounded. It may be one region in a vastly larger structure. Or it may have properties we have not yet conceived. The idea of an edge confronts intuition. We are accustomed to boundaries. Continents end at oceans. Atmospheres thin into vacuum. Planets orbit within solar systems. But the universe is not embedded in something else, at least not in any model supported by observation. There is no outside in conventional cosmology. The Big Bang did not occur at a point in space. It occurred everywhere at once. Space itself expanded. If the universe has an edge, it is not a place you could approach. It would not be a cliff into nothingness. It would be a limit defined by geometry and causality, not by emptiness. And yet, the psychological impact of the idea persists. An edge implies containment. Containment implies finitude. Finitude implies totality. If the universe is finite, then there exists a total amount of matter, a total number of possible arrangements, perhaps even repetition at unimaginable scales. If it is infinite, then everything physically possible may occur somewhere, infinitely often. Both scenarios challenge comprehension. Both dissolve comfortable notions of scale. What scientists have refined in recent years is not proof of a wall, but precision about our cosmic horizon. Better measurements of cosmic expansion, improved maps of background radiation, and deeper galaxy surveys sharpen the boundaries of what we can observe. They do not reveal an end. They reveal a limit, and that distinction matters. The universe may not have an edge in the sense of a boundary you could reach, but it has an edge in knowledge, a sphere beyond which light has not yet informed us, beyond which information remains inaccessible. For now, perhaps future observatories will detect primordial gravitational waves, ripples in space-time from before the cosmic microwave background, allowing us to peer even earlier into cosmic history. Perhaps new physics will redefine our concept of boundary entirely. Or perhaps we will always live within a horizon, surrounded by evidence, yet cut off from the whole. The universe does not offer a fence. It offers a frontier of perception. And that frontier, constantly expanding, yet permanently limited, is the closest thing to an edge we may ever know.